Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Okay. Hello there. Just saw the Netflix original Always Be My Maybe. This movie is basically about two childhood friends who grew up together, spent their lives together. The girl spent primarily her entire childhood at the boy's house, so because her parents were never around. So she basically grew up as like with them. They were her parents and everything. What is it? Yeah, they live together. They grow up together. His mother dies. Then after that, as like teenagers, they have one awkward night in the backseat of a car, you know, joining together. And yeah, they have a fight and don't meet again. 16 years pass. She's very successful. He's still, you know, the same guy that he was before. They meet and they start reconnecting. This movie's supposed to be funny. The only things I found funny, I laughed because I felt so uncomfortable and awkward. That's the kind of humor it is. It's not actually really good humor. It's the humor they force because they force you to feel uncomfortable. They make characters say things that are just so out of left field that have no place in the story. They really don't belong there. It feels like it doesn't belong whatsoever. Like, heck, there's a part where she goes to his band and she starts just saying things to the crowd. And then she flashes him on the stage and they're just like, what's the point of all this? This is just uncomfortable. The entire movie, I felt uncomfortable. The only good thing about it was they had Keanu Reeves. And it's funny, seeing Keanu Reeves, the most wholesome actor, the most wholesome character, that is the only basically actor in the world who's down to earth, basically playing himself, but as a complete arrogant person, as a complete douchebag, as a terrible human being. Keanu Reeves playing himself as a terrible human being instead of just being his normal, good, caring self. Because they had him in a penthouse and I'm like, he wouldn't have that. He has a normal house. Most of his profit goes to charity. It's just like he has had so it's like all these little things like, this is not Keanu Reeves. So that was like the funny part, because they were making Keanu Reeves be not Keanu Reeves. He was acting like every other arrogant actor out there. So that was the funny part. But it was just so uncomfortable still. At the same time, everything was so awkward and uncomfortable. It just didn't feel like it belonged anywhere in the movie. It's like the movie was trying to do one thing and then it did another. And it was funny, they had this lesbian couple having a genderless reveal party for their baby, yet when the baby was born, they called her a girl. It's just that if it's a genderless reveal and you're not gonna identify the gender to the baby, why are you giving a gender to the baby? You should wait for the baby to choose for themselves. Give it 3 or 4 years when they start talking. Then you can let the baby choose for themselves. Why? Because it felt a little backwards. I was like, wait a minute. In the scene previously, you were saying the baby has no gender. And then the next scene, you're calling her a girl. I don't know. I guess it was just a script mess up, or they just were just going to identify it the way the doctor did until the baby chooses for themselves. I don't know. I don't know how that worked, but I found it, the whole thing was just uncomfortable. The whole thing was just uncomfortable. Oh. Yeah. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Doodles.